The journey today was to see something of the future, but whatever is relevant, that's what you'll see.
I saw for a minute a wooden ranch fence.
All right.
And I saw a highway kind of out in the middle of nowhere with a cliff on one side.
Mm-hmm.
No cars.
Okay. And are you near this fence?
I was when I saw it, but then I saw the highway.
Okay. All right. I want you to take a look around. You said there's a cliff off to one side on this highway.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side is your wooden fence. In the distance, do you see a house? Do you see animals?
You just see, like, on the side with the cliff, there's green pastures and trees.
Okay. So is the cliff right at the road or further away from the road?
It's like right off of the road.
Okay. And at the bottom of the cliff are pastures and trees?
Down below, the view below.
The view below, okay. All right.
I'm seeing it from above on the road.
Sounds like a beautiful view. All right. So, in this place, we're able to see any perspective we want. So I'd like for you to turn around and look towards the fence, the wooden fence. Do you feel a connection to this wooden fence? Or do you feel more of a connection to what was below?
I think they're two different scenes. I think the wooden fence was on a walk, and then the wooden fence came up, and I had to get past it,
Okay.
go under it or through it.
So was the journey to go see this view from the cliff?
It's like there's tall weeds, like brown weeds that are dried, that I'm walking through.
Okay. All right. Keep walking through those weeds. And why don't we fast forward just a little bit and find out what our destination is?
Okay, well now I see myself sitting on a rock, outcropping, and looking at the view. And the sun looks like it's starting to set.
Beautiful. And so, as you're sitting on this rock outcropping, what is it that's going through your mind in this scene?
Just how beautiful it is. It was worth the walk.
Were you coming just to enjoy nature, or was there a reason for your finding this location?
Just to watch the sunset.
As we watch sunsets and look at majestic scenery, a lot of times thoughts come to our minds. Thoughts about our lives, thoughts about our future. What are the thoughts that are currently going through Jaime's mind at this time while she's sitting out on this rock outcropping?
Just feeling happy and content.
Good. And how old are you in this scene?
I think my hair is more gray.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking 50s.
Okay. Okay. And have you been to this location before?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And where is this location?
I feel like I have a home here.
Okay.
I see like a lot of wood. It's shaded in the trees, like almost barn wood, like weathered wood.
Is this the house?
I think it's outside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like outbuildings, things like that.
Oh, okay.
I want to say there's chickens there, like little baby chickens, but I don't know why I would want chickens.
Let's leave that to the side. Okay, so you're on this little ranch with some animals, possibly chickens. And as you look around, are you there by yourself, or is there other members of your family or friends or anyone else with you?
I feel like there's people there sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and walk on over to your house. We're going to walk from the outbuildings where the chickens are back over to your house. And we're going to come up on the front door. Put your hand on the front door. You can feel the coolness of the handle. We're going to go ahead and open up that door and walk into this space. Can you tell me a little bit about this space?
The door's blue. I feel like there's like a tile floor. There's a sunken living room with a view, glass windows, and a view.
Mm-hmm. And what's in the view?
Trees. Looking at trees from above.
Okay.
And the sky.
And in this time you can tell how you're feeling. Or how are you feeling in this home, on this ranch, with this view?
Sometimes I feel lonely.
Mm-hmm. And so what do you do when you feel lonely?
Go to town or meditate.
Mm-hmm. Is this location a location you've chosen for yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a place that in general it makes you happy?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move from this scene. And what I want you to do is there is a closet door. I want you to walk over to this closet door. Put your hand on the handle. Don't open it yet. You know with all of your being that when you open this door, it is a portal to another time and space, a connection that connects you to all the cosmos. Every time that you want to connect, this is the door that you walk through. And it is your ability to walk through it at any time. I want you to go ahead and put your hand on the handle and open up this door. As you see, it is beautiful, beautiful gateway into all of reality. Walk through this door, and you're going to travel and float and travel and float to the most relevant place for Jaime, a place that is going to share with her answers to her questions. As you float through this vastness of space, you see your next destination coming into view. As you see it coming into view, you slowly descend. And as you land, you look around, and this is a place that is familiar to you, either now, in your past lives, or in your future lives. Tell me where you were at.
It's night with the stars out, and I was coming down, and there's a town on the water, and I was coming down to the edge of the town, right where it meets the water, and there's trees and buildings and houses.
And what are you doing in this space?
Just standing there looking at it.
Okay. And you said that there's water nearby. Is it a creek? Is it a lake? Is it an ocean?
It's either a lake or an ocean.
Okay.
I'm thinking like Washington, when we went to Washington.
Okay. Okay. All right. And in this space, are you Jaime? Or are you someone else? Someone who you used to be?
I think I'm me.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, let's go ahead and walk into this town and find out why we're visiting it. As you walk down the roads and gaze in the windows, your reason for being in this town becomes perfectly clear. Go ahead and share that now.
I just like it here. It's like I know the people.
And this is a place you've been to before?
I don't think so, not in real life.
Okay.
But in feel like I know the people now.
Okay. And as you walk and you encounter these people, how are you connected to them?
They know me like I'm one of them. We are all part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
I have a business here.
And what kind of business is it?
It's doing the sessions.
Okay. Alrighty. And are many of these town people your clients?
Yeah.
Very nice. And in this place, is your business successful?
I think so. I think everybody knows me, and I think, yeah, I think I have clients that come back again.
Okay. And how does having these clients, these repeat clients, how does that make you feel?
Like I really get to know the people in the community, and they get to know me. We're all working together. We're all on this journey together. So they come to me when they need help.
All right. What do some of these other townspeople do?
They have their own businesses.
Their own businesses?
They have stores.
Okay. All right. Is there a reason why Jaime is being shown this town and this place?
It's just because I wanted to know about the future, but I'm not that happy about it.
Okay, and why aren't you that happy about it?
Because I wanted to be on the new earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us why Jaime's not on the new earth at that point in her life?
There's a few things.
Okay.
I'm doing work to help other people. And I chose it because it was important to me to help other people and to feel a sense of accomplishment in the structure that the society is now before moving on. Like, I need that to be able to love myself completely and to feel like I accomplished something here before I can move on.
Okay. And is that something that's necessary for Jaime to feel that way before she can move on?
my choice.
It's a choice. Okay.
It's not necessary.
Okay. Have other people moved to the new earth by this time?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
It's like I think so, but I think we don't know about it.
Okay. Okay. So is the new earth still a future destination for everyone who's currently living at this time period that Jaime is visiting?
I think so.
Okay. Can you tell us about how a person would transition to this new earth? What needs to happen before a person can transition to the new earth?
Just love.
Love. Okay.
Love yourself.
Okay. Is that the only component needed?
It changes everything when you love yourself.
Mm-hmm. And is this a lifelong journey?
You can do it anytime.
Anytime. Okay. Okay. All right. Jaime has some questions about the new earth. Are you able to help answer those questions?
And call somebody in.
Okay. We're going to go ahead, and you are walking through town. I want you to go ahead, and there's a restaurant nearby, a cafe. I want you to walk across the street, walk over to that cafe. You're going to be walking into this cafe, and as you walk in, you already know that all of your spirit guides are sitting at tables. All of your angels are sitting there too. They're all here to assist you, to help answer your questions. Any one of them can assist and help, and all you need to do is walk over, sit, and commune with them. And just like you would talk to a friend, they'll be able to talk to you, and they will be able to help share and answer questions for us today.
Okay.
All right. All right. Now that you're sitting at a table, who is there with you?
It's a man. He looks like he's wearing early 1900s clothes, like a suit and bow tie, handlebar mustache.
Okay. And what is his name?
I guess it's Luke.
Luke. Okay.
He looks just like Tesla.
Okay.
Nikola Tesla, but it's not him.
All right. Do you want to find out if he has a connection to Nikola Tesla? Go ahead and ask him if he has a connection.
It's starting to think it is him.
All right. With your knowing, you can reach out and you're able to connect with his energy. and you can either audibly hear what he says or just know what he's trying to say to you. Are Luke and Tesla one and the same person?
They're aspects of the same.
Okay. Okay. And is there anyone else at this table with you besides Luke?
There's more people there. There's a woman.
And who is this woman?
She's the one I call Quan Ruri, but her name is different. It's not how you say it.
Okay. What would she like to be called?
Quesenry. I can't say it. Quesenry.
Quesenry. Okay. All right. So you're sitting at a table with Quesenry and Luke. Are they able to share with us today answers to the questions that you have?
Can try.
Okay. What I want you to do is reach out your hands, and I want you to hold hands with Quesenry and Luke. One hand to each of them. And with this joining of hands, you're also going to be joining of knowledge. Okay? And all together, your knowledge is going to combine, and we're going to be able to get answers to the questions that you have today. And for each question, if one of them has an answer, it will all come through you. Let's start. Jaime had some questions about when the new earth will come.
The new earth is a concept, and because we are multidimensional beings, when we learn how to jump dimensions, we can jump into the new earth. It's another dimension which we would consider to be a concept, which is a reality in another multidimensional form of ourselves.
Okay. If it's a multidimensional reality and we're jumping from dimension to dimension, in each dimension that we jump in, isn't there already one of us there? So is it the us now that will be jumping from dimension to dimension? Or is it another dimensional us that will jump into the new earth?
There's aspects of us everywhere. We can learn how to integrate those aspects. So there could be an aspect of us on the new earth. I'm learning to integrate with that aspect. Is a way to jump there. Your joining of consciousness, joining of your ego self your ego self that is the vehicle to interact with the dimension that we're in. Joining that ego self-consciousness with the aspect on the new earth allows you to interface with the new earth with your ego self intact through your current understanding. Allows you to take your current understanding to the new earth to integrate with the aspect that's there.
Okay. So if we connect with the aspect of ourselves that is on the new earth, then the person we identify with as ourselves here in this room will be able to jump dimensions into the new earth and still be that self, this Jaime.
Yes, but you'll be integrated, so you will have other access to other consciousnesses and information, other aspects of yourself that are also integrated.
Okay. So if we're merging with our dimensional selves, that's what I'm hearing. If we're merging with our other dimensional selves, what happens to the families of the other Jaimes that she's merging with? What happens to the Jaime here when she jumps into another dimension? Is an aspect of her left in this dimension, or does she disappear from this dimension?
I don't know how to describe it. It feels like there's an echo left behind. But it feels like it doesn't matter anymore because the focus is left from that reality, this reality. The focus is gone from this reality. The focus is now in the other reality. And so what's left behind in an echo isn't of consequence.
Does that echo of Jaime have an understanding of what happened?
It's like the focus is what's important. Where the focus is. And the other selves and the other living out the other timelines are a resource to draw on of information for where the focus is. So the focus is on the new earth. Then the other aspects elsewhere are learning and drawing in information for where the focus consciousness is.
So are you saying that if Jaime is concentrating on the new earth, and eventually she'll be able to jump dimensions into that new earth, then all of the different life paths that she could have taken, all of these other dimensional selves, are also now on that same journey and eventually will join her?
They can join the focus. They can join the reality interface of where the focus is experiencing through integration, through work to integrate, if that is your goal. But it is also beneficial to have other aspects, other places.
Okay. If you're in the new earth already, why is it beneficial to have aspects of yourself in this 3D world?
In this case, be to bring more people to the new earth.
I know Jaime is eager to be on the new earth. And we just saw a future of her where she was still on this earth. Was that an aspect of her, or was that the Jaime that is here with me today?
It's her choice.
It's her choice.
She can stay and live that life, or she can move to the new earth.
Mm-hmm. And
it's okay if she stays too, because it feels like a long time, but it's not a long time. It's a very short amount of time. And if she decides to stay, to live that life, it's okay.
when someone transitions to the new earth, are they alive or in bodily form, in human bodily form?
Yes, but it's different. It's light. You can still interact with material things, but material things are different as well. So you can still have all your senses, but you will have more senses. And you can be in human form, or you can change your form.
And this is on the new earth?
Yes.
Okay. What are some things we can look forward to about this new earth? When you say we can change forms, what do you mean by that?
It's like the new earth is created out of a desire for beings to have both the pleasures of a light body as well as the pleasures of a physical body.
Mm-hmm.
This is a combination between your spirit body, afterlife on earth, and an earthly body.
Mm-hmm.
This dimension is created to develop the experiences in this form of a combination.
And that's not what we're living now?
We live now when incarnated to earth into a more dense physical body. It's a different experience. The new earth is lighter. It's more fluid, and to be there, you have an understanding of how to interface with this lighter dimension and how to manipulate the environment and the energy and what is called the 3D existence, the current existence that many find themselves in, is heavier. It's more solid. It still is fluid, but it's not perceived as fluid. It's perceived as defined edges and limitations, hard surfaces, separation between oneself and their environment. This is the current perception.
And what is the purpose of this?
There's many purposes. There's many purposes. There's a purpose of experience. There's the purpose of transcendence, learning to transcend from one state to another state. It is it has been a part of the order in the balance and the gap in the universe.
Okay, it has been. What is it now?
It's in change. It's shifting. Because the souls incarnated on the earth require and request the change. They no longer enjoy the physical aspect of this 3D earth. And
Okay.
they feel that enough has been learned in that existence.
So is everyone here transitioning?
Everyone is transitioning at their own speed, in their own time.
Is everyone transitioning in this lifetime of theirs?
Everything is being raised up. Raised up.
Will it take some people more lifetimes in order to make this transition?
I feel like this won't be happening anymore.
What won't be happening?
This 3D existence in this way.
Mm-hmm.
Some may go to the end of this life, the natural death of the body. But they won't come back again into this type of reality.
Mm-hmm. Won't the fact that we keep having children as human beings perpetuate the society we're currently living in?
That's why the children are coming in like this. That's why the children are coming in without as many barriers. That's why the children are open to the ideas and open to the information of ascension, transcending, because they can more easily transcend and ascend, and they are also to assist those others that are here to ascend as well.
Okay. So this potentially, with the children that are born now, this potentially could be the last generation in this 3D world. And then we'll transition, including our children, to the new earth.
They transcend and take others with them. I feel that some will not go. Some will not go.
And what happens to those that do not go?
It's not pretty. Only the darkest and most resistant they will continue to exist and create I see them continue to create darkness upon each other and continue It may not be in human form. And the goal is to from that darkness to find the light. The goal is to even in that dark energy, find the light for those who are now resistant. I just see a cloud of darkness undulating, black. I feel that that's where they will reside until they can find the light themselves.
So they too have the possibility of transitioning?
Everyone does. It's a choice.
And is this new earth the final destination? Or is it a destination on a path to somewhere else?
It's the end to perceived limitations. So it can be as you wish it to be. It can be a home, a residence. It can be a vacation spot. And you were able to change form, but you can decide if you'd like to transition. But there's no reason to transition like there is here. Here, people want to transition to death because they find so much pain in this existence. And they want to be without pain in death. And the new earth, that pain is transmuted and is not felt. And there's no reason to transition unless one chooses to.
And if one did choose to transition from the new earth, where would they be transitioning to?
Just as we do. Be in your full light body and you would experience what those call heaven, though it would be a different experience from those transitioning from the 3D earth. Heaven would be a different experience. And you can choose to reincarnate into another existence. But there is no forgetting. And there's no real reason to choose this, since you can manifest and change your body on the new earth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we've heard, you've kind of touched on this, but we've heard that there are already other people on the new earth. Are there people who have fully transitioned to this new earth already?
I see few, and I see many aspects, of those on this 3D earth. When you envision the new earth, you are tapping into that aspect of yourself there on the new earth. I see many aspects where the focus has not yet shifted to the new earth.
Mm-hmm. And what does it mean for those aspects that are on the new earth if their counterpart here in the 3D world hasn't shifted their focus yet?
They're receiving information and data. And when you dream of the new earth, when you imagine the new earth, you are joined with that aspect.
Mm-hmm. And what of people who don't remember dreams about the new earth? They just have dreams that are nonsensical to them. Are they still connecting with this new earth?
Stay. Yes, they could still be experiencing the new earth and not remember. I want to say it's the information that opens up the gateway of possibility for the individual. With the information, they are able to accept the possibility of the new earth. However, there are those who are incarnated and feel the pull very strongly before receiving the information.
Okay. Are there steps we can take to be more connected to this new earth?
There are many. Join with the aspect on the new earth in your mind and in your heart.
Is this just a visualization that we can do, visualizing ourselves on the new earth? Visualizing how we'll feel, visualizing how it'll look?
This is experiencing the new earth. But also feel that the changes that people are experiencing in their bodies, the changes in energy, is a result of a connection with that aspect on the new earth.
Okay. Are you talking about vibrational energy?
Yes, vibration and love and connection with your light self, your spirit self. That the aspect there on the new earth is assisting by opening your body up to these energies. That's how things are happening more rapidly. Everyone and everything is assisting now for this. And one of the important factors is your aspect there on the new earth.
Mm-hmm. So a question that comes to mind is, if we don't know the timing of our transition, do we need to keep planning for a future here in the 3D earth? Planning for retirement, planning for children's educations, planning for us becoming old? Do we need to make those plans?
If you want to stay in the 3D earth, then make those plans. Until you can let go of plans and experience the journey in the moment. When you can do that, you can transcend into the new earth. And if you continue to plan, your plans are for the 3D earth, and that's where you'll be until you let go of plans.
In this earth, the 3D earth, we need money to live. We need housing over our head. We need electricity to see. We need food to eat. Without planning, how would we be able to get those things? It seems that there are a lot of people in positions where they haven't planned and they still find themselves on this 3D earth, and yet they're just at a disadvantage because they didn't plan well for remaining here.
You're provided for. Those that have not planned and are still on the 3D earth have not shifted their focus. They have not ascended or been exposed to the information. It is not only an end of planning that will assist in the transition, but an end of planning is essential to shift your focus.
Okay, we have a few more questions. Jaime wanted to know, will she become crystalline? And is that kind of transitioning going to be happening for everyone?
It is happening. The physical body must change. It happens during sleep. It happens when you fill your body with love. It happens every time you choose the path of love. You open yourself up to the energies that are assisting in this transition.
So is this a physical thing we'll be able to see, these changes?
They might not be noticed.
Okay. But they're still happening?
Yes, it's what's called the Mandela effect. The changes in the body are to suit the shift in energies and the integration of the energies with the physical body.
So how is this related to the Mandela effect?
The changes that have happened in the body, some notice the changes and some do not.